Free Canva alternatives to design. Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'll be showing you guys a couple of different Canva alternatives that you can be using. Now, a lot of people know about Canva and it has become super popular, but with the popularity of Canva, you have quite a few different limitations that have popped up. This includes a lot of their features or pro elements being limited only to their paid users. Secondly, a lot of the free templates that you see on Canva are now being repeated over and over again. So if you're designing an ad, an Instagram post, and you use a Canva template, you can usually come across another brand that has used a similar or even the same template. Now, that can have a few drawbacks in certain situations, so for these purposes, you might want to look for some other tools other than Canva. So let's go on ahead and do a quick rundown. First up on our list is Vistacreate. Now, Vistacreate is another amazing tool. They also have some integrated AI-based features. They have some pro features that are pretty similar to Canva, like background removals as well as image expansion. But even on their free version, you can create from over 100,000 templates. You have access to over 1 million photos, videos, and vectors, as well as a designated brand kit with colors, logos, and fonts, which you don't get for free on Canva. You do have to subscribe to Canva Premium to be able to get a free brand kit. Now, other than that, you can see that they have quite a few different amazing designs, and you will find it to be a very seamless transition from Canva to Vistacreate. You can click on a template and sign up like you normally would. And your sign up process is very simple. You can go on ahead and log in or create your account with a email address, and that is all that is required. You can choose your Facebook, Apple, or Google ID to sign up, and that is it. Now, once you have proceeded with your account, you can get started with access to their millions and millions of videos as well as images. Now, moving on to the second tool on our list today, that is Photopia. So, Photopia again is a browser-based tool which focuses primarily on building any kind of graphic or image. You guys will see that Photopia sometimes can actually be a whole lot more advanced than you normally would find with Canva. However, I find it to be one of the drawbacks of Photopia as well. It works more so as a really powerful tool for photo editing for digital creators. But for most people that are using Canva, they are not that well versed in how to actually create. They are more so used to a drag and drop editor. Photopia actually is a whole lot more powerful as a tool, I would say. However, it is not going to be a useful tool if you're not familiar with how to use it. So with Photopia, I would say that there is a learning curve. However, if you do end up actually knowing how to create on Photopia, you can actually build a lot better stuff with Photopia as you could on Canva or any other drag and drop editor. Because it's so powerful and so customizable, you really can create whatever you want with this tool. So moving on to the next tool on our list, we have is Graphics. Graphics is another great tool. And one thing to note is that you can generate free mockups with their tool. They have some of the best quality out there, and they have really good download speeds as well. I personally have used this to generate a few different samples, and they turned out pretty amazing. However, in terms of illustrations or presentations, you can find it to be a bit limiting if you're looking for the presentation features of Canva. Graphics is more so focused on products. So if you want to generate product illustrations, if you want to have design mockups or general product mockups, those are all amazingly done on Graphics. And if you take a look at their plans, they are sometimes a bit expensive if you go for their monthly billing. However, the free tools are pretty good in terms of mockups and quality. Now, moving on to our next tool, we have Undraw. Now, Undraw is actually one of my personal favorites because it is an open source software. Now, they have a very large gallery of illustrations and vector images that you can use. You can click on Browse Now to find a any kind of vector that you are looking for, and you will see that you can become a contributor or become a supporter to support their platform, but you actually can browse it for free. Now, you can choose any color that you want, and then it will automatically change the illustration colors accordingly. So if I want pink because I really love pink, I can add that over here. And you guys can see there are so many different types of vectors that are available. And you don't have to search for premium, you don't have to pay for anything. There is no is Undraw premium. You are going to be able to access all of these vectors. So I can click on this one. I can download this and the vector will be downloaded. There is really no limitation to the number of, illustrations you can find. Let's say I want to find a baby crying. I will just search for that or just a baby. So you guys can see we have this vector of a baby. Let's say I want it to marketing. I want something related to marketing. So you guys can see there are a bunch of different little vectors that I can use. So it definitely is a great platform to find a specific type of illustration that you usually would have to pay for. Now, moving on to our next and probably the largest competitor of Canva, that is Adobe Express. Adobe Express is most widely used and popularly used tool out there because Adobe is already a trusted brand with Adobe Photoshop being used by everyone. Adobe Express is another tool that has been launched by Adobe that serves as a direct competitor to Canva. It's very similar to Canva in terms of the overall UI interface. They have all the features that you would find on Canva, such as videos, stories, posters, brochures, documents, presentations, all of that can be found over here. Plus, they even have generative fill and AI-based features integrated, so you guys can proceed with, creating some amazing illustrations on here. And a lot of people are already using Adobe for a bunch of different tools, and adding Adobe Express to their packages usually ends up costing people only a couple of more dollars as compared to subscribing to Canva Pro separately. So I definitely would say that it's a great tool to use. You guys will see that their templates are also really amazing as well. Plus, if you take a look at the amazing templates that you have, you can find some really unique elements that you usually can't find on Canva. On Canva, sometimes things can seem a bit repetitive or boring, whereas on Adobe Express, you can find some amazing illustrations that can be very, very useful for your designs. Now, moving on to our final two on this list. Now, this list is not in any particular order, but next up on our list is Visme. Visme is pretty much the same thing as Canva, I would say. If you take a look at their pricing, they are available for free. You can sign up for free, and then you can choose to upgrade if you require more assets. And they do have, premium assets like Canva has premium assets, and you can sign up for free on Visme. You can continue with Google or Facebook or sign up with your email address. And once you have completed that, you can go on ahead and proceed with their setup. And then you have a bunch of different free to access templates. Now, once we've gone into the Visme dashboard, you guys will actually get an idea of what the Visme tool can do for you. And you will see a lot of their visual items are pretty similar to Canva. They also have integrated AI. They also have a segregated section for infographics, charts and graphics, web graphics, printables, and you can build different types of things all in one space. Now, moving on to our next and final tool, we have Snappa. Snappa is great for blogs, posters, brochures, and can form a very diverse and a very unique appearance for your particular posters or your particular graphics. It's amazing to use, plus it has amazing access to a lot of different high-resolution images, vectors, and videos. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe.